Okay, let's have a look now at example 2, and you can see that I have written up the solution, but I'll talk through what I've done. So I've chosen these examples to put in your notes because they are all quite different, and you've heard me say that that's the key to thinking more maturely, that we can cope with things when they're different. So we're being asked to find the equation. Well, that's not different or unusual, but it is something that we have to be aware of, what they're actually asking us to do. And we know it's a parabola because they tell us, which is great. The vertex, though, the vertex now is 0,3. Now, we really have to be focusing. The vertex, is like that. It's that turning point. And it's at 0,3. And the focus, now we know the focus is that point inside the parabola is at 8,3. And that's it. That's all we're given. So clearly, finding the equation, I'd go to my step 1, which is draw the graph. And maybe there'll be times when the graph doesn't enable you to get very far, but I would always at least start there. Sorry about that, I had the actual parabola in the wrong spot. So you might be wondering why I've drawn the parabola there, like that, knowing the vertex is 0,3 and the focus is 8,3. It's because the only reason is because my understanding about focus is the focus has to be inside the parabola. With 0,3 as the vertex, there is no other configuration for my parabola that will give me its focus inside my parabola unless it is sitting here in this location, in this position. So what do I also know? Once I've drawn that there, I know that actually I've also got another mistake. Having a bit of a shocker with this one. So I can see then from my diagram that the focal length, the distance from the vertex to the focus, is 8. That enables me to write down A is equal to 8. A represents the focal length, A is equal to 8. What do I know about a parabola on its side going in the positive direction? Then it's of this format, y minus k all squared is 4ax minus h. In my solution, however, I would start off by actually stating what I know. Start off stating what you know. From the diagram, come over to here. The vertex is at 0,3. What does that enable me to say? We know the vertex is of the format hk, and write it. H is equal to 0, k is equal to 3. Then you're less likely to make the mistake when you're writing down every step. You're not going to take shortcuts. You're going to sub incorrectly because that's the easy part. The focus is at 8,3. So at that stage, after having written down the information that's given, we would have decided on the format for the equation that we need, and it's this y minus k all squared is 4ax minus h. So now it is a matter of subbing in. Now we don't want to get that wrong because this is the easy part. So it's y minus, our k value is 3. And some people will put a 0 there because it's the first value given in the vertex. No, when our parabolas are on their side, we've got to give the y value for k. And our a, I've corrected as 8, and 4 times 8x minus nothing, so we get y minus 3 all squared is 32x. Okay, with this next example, it's saying a parabola has directrix. That's unusual. They've given you the line. Y is equal to 5. Oh, well, I guess I could get something going of a diagram. And the focus, yes, the focus is -3, 3. What do I know about the focus? The focus is that point inside the parabola. And then it's saying find its equation. Find its equation, probably go back to my 4 steps. 1, draw a diagram. From this information, draw a diagram. See what I can get from it and see if I can identify both A and the equation format that I want. So let's put this information onto the diagram. The directrix is at y is equal to 5. So directrix up here at y is equal to 5. Well, I guess what that's telling me already is it's going to be a parabola either doing this or doing that to have a directrix at y is equal to 5. So obviously we need more information. The focus is at -3, 3. So I can graph it correctly, -3, 3. Now, where is the parabola? I don't know its vertex for the moment. The only thing I do know is that vertical line has to be outside the parabola and S has to be inside the parabola. And I've already established this. So probably putting those pieces of information together, you can see that the parabola has to go like this. The vertex is in here, between the focus and the directrix, and exactly halfway. Well, that's at 3. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to see that the y value of the vertex is up here at 4, because it has to be halfway between the 3 and the 5. Now that's the y value, and the x value of the vertex, well, that will be the same as the x value of the focus, which is -3. So from the diagram this time, I was able to get my vertex, and I'm also able to get the value of A. A, in this case, the focal length, the length from the vertex to the focus, is 1. So, coming back, we know, let's write down what we're given. The directrix y is equal to 5, and the focus is at -3, 3. The additional piece of information, which is really critical to my equation, now is the vertex at -3, 4. What does that enable me to realise? Is that h is equal to -3, k is equal to 4. Why would I do that? Why would I state that? Because I'm going to need those values to substitute into my equation. What format do I want? It's an X. So that would be now up to step 2 or 3, deciding on the format, and it's the x minus h all squared is -4a, y minus k. Now, x minus h, what did we say h was? H is -3. Now this is where those of you that will show every step, be very careful, won't make the mistake. Those of you that are trying to take shortcuts will probably make a mistake here. X plus 3 all squared is -4, and a is equal to 1, so we've got -4 y minus k, but k is equal to 4. And so we've got our equation. I'm going to stop the video there and do the rest of the examples in another video.